the channel. This week, I am working on throwing a dinner party for about 10 to 12 guests. It's happening exactly 1 week from today, so it's gonna be a little hectic because I have so much to do. I throw this party every year, and basically the reason I do it is my mother's side of the family when I was growing up, strong Italian family. We would have these Christmases that had multiple course dinner. My grandma was such a good cook. And I don't really get that anymore. So I want to keep that tradition alive. And in the spirit of my grandmother who passed away a couple years ago, I want to keep her cooking and her traditions alive. So I do this multiple course dinner for my friends to keep that tradition alive, but also because it's fun and I like throwing parties. So I have exactly 1 week to get everything together. Now, I usually do a bunch of Christmas baking. I love that aspect of Christmas. It really gets me in the spirit. I normally have more time to do it, but I just finished doing the apartment. Now I only have a week to do all of the baking and get probably a 5 to 6 course dinner for about 12 people together. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. Luckily, I am trying to be very organized. I have my planner that has literally every day what I need to get done so that by Sunday, I'm not completely freaking out and stressed out about everything. But we have a lot to do. And on top of that, I still have to build a table and set it and get that all decorated in my dining room, a table for 10 to 12 people. So put that on top of everything else. We have a lot to do. I don't even have time right now to sit and make this video. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna run to the store, grab ingredients, and let's jump into baking. All right, it is 6 days until the party, and I bought everything yesterday. I feel pretty good about how prepared I am. So today is just fully about baking. If I can get all of my baking done today, I will be in a really good spot for the rest of the week. That being said, I have, I think, 12 recipes that I'm gonna try to accomplish today. I have 5 cookies, 4 candies, and I have 3 actual full desserts that I need to accomplish today, that I want to accomplish today. It's early, so I'm hoping that I have enough time. It's really just about pacing myself. A lot of them aren't super complicated. It's just about managing my time well. Let's start with the cookie. Let's start with something easy. Hopefully everything goes smoothly there, and then we just start feeling energy. Fingers crossed, let's go. So the first recipe I'm making is actually my favorite Christmas cookie. It's a white chocolate dipped ginger cookie. And while we let that dough chill for a little bit, we're gonna start on a Christmas classic, peanut butter blossoms. This next recipe is actually a new one for me. It's an amaretti cookie, so it goes with the theme of the Italian dinner. This next recipe is something I've actually wanted to try for a while now. They're called tarallucce al limone, and it's an Italian cookie that looks like a knot, and traditionally they used to be served at weddings, and now it's become more of a holiday cookie. But I love lemon and I love cookies, so what's not to love? I was so excited how these turned out, and it's definitely a recipe I'm going to be trying again. Now that the dough's had plenty of time to chill, we can go back to those white chocolate dipped ginger cookies. And obviously, no holiday season is complete without your classic sugar cookies. What? since it was getting late in the day, I decided to move on to some of my candies, starting first with the peppermint bark. Now, my absolute favorite Christmas candy growing up were chocolate-covered peanut butter balls, which is what we called them. I refuse to call them Buckeyes. I know that's a thing that I found out later in life, but I refuse to call them. But I love these things, and I probably eat way too many of them every holiday season. All right, I ended up having to stop for the night because it's like 9 o'clock and I haven't had dinner yet and I'm starving. I knew all of those recipes were gonna be ambitious, but I got a lot done. I feel like I'm in a really good place going into tomorrow. I think I'm gonna start with the actual desserts, the larger items tomorrow morning, and go from there. But we made a lot of progress today. I am exhausted. I'm calling it quits for the night. We're gonna pick it back up bright and early. See you guys. Yesterday was really productive, even though I didn't technically get everything that I wanted to get done. We got a lot done. Today, I have 2 desserts that I want to make, and then I need to finish the sugar cookies, and I think that's good. The other dessert, I decided I have to make a little bit closer to the day because it's a no-bake pie, and I could freeze it, but then I think it might change the texture. I don't want to deal with it. I can do it later in the week. That's cool. So I have those 2 desserts, and then the sugar cookies. Decorating them will take a sec, and then I want to go grocery shopping for all of the food, and we will be so on schedule because tomorrow morning I have to start the bolognese because that has to be cooked well in advance of actually putting the lasagna together, which I'm going to do on the day of. So I have to do that tomorrow. So I need to get everything so I can start that bright and early in the morning. And I'm feeling good. We're on track. Now we get to do the fun part of that sugar cookie dough that we made yesterday. Okay, story time. So I made this cinnamon roll cheesecake for the first time either 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. And it was such a hit, and it's probably the thing that I get asked about most year after year if I am making it. So I can't not make it now. As much as I would like to move to a different type of cheesecake, this thing has kind of stuck and it's become a staple. So many of the great memories I have from my childhood, especially in the holiday season, revolved around food and revolved around my Italian grandmother and just the traditions we had with that, which is why I try to keep it alive. After years of watching her bake this lasagna. I basically Frankensteined my own recipe through an amalgamation of various recipes that I found that came as close to what she did as I could get, but have actual numbers in front of me because that's just the kind of person I am. And I need numbers. It takes a couple days to make. This is not something you want to rush. I'm gonna make the bolognese this morning. The bolognese itself takes hours to actually complete because it needs to simmer for 4 to 5 hours. That's after we've instructed it, which takes probably an hour on top of that. So we need some time, which is why we're getting a good early start this morning. Get to add some of the good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean cheap cooking wine. All right, while that bolognese is simmering, let's get back to that pie. I decided to do an apple and cranberry pie this year. It's holiday, and I think it'll contrast well with the cinnamon roll cheesecake, give something lighter and fresh. All right, this is looking great. It's been about 3 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I'm gonna let this sit for about an hour and just cool off before I move it into the fridge, and I'm gonna cool it in the fridge for the next 2 days until I am ready to reheat it and put the lasagna together. So I actually ended up working the whole day the following day, and 3 days left became 2 days left. The recipe calls for 1/3 of a cup of Bailey's. I mean, I can't go too much because it can't be super liquidy, but it's the best part. It's the reason we make this dessert. Now that we're getting a little bit closer to the actual day of the party, I'm just gonna start preparing a lot of the side dishes to make my life easier on the day. And of course, we cannot forget to finish those peanut butter balls. It is the day before the party. This week has kind of flown by, but I feel like I made really good progress. I feel like I'm actually pretty on top of a lot of this stuff. I have to run a couple quick errands. I want to go to Home Depot. I have to make a whole table. Look at this apartment is still just a disaster right now. I have stuff all over the place. So, I have a lot to do. I gotta clean today. I have to finish cooking. It's gonna be a big day, but I feel really on top of things. So fingers crossed that feeling sticks around all day and I go into tomorrow feeling really prepared. Another staple of my grandmother's holidays was turkey Milanese, which is so good and actually really easy to prepare. I don't know why I don't do it more often. Alright, so we have a little bit more prep to do for this lasagna. Right now I am working on the bechamel sauce. Bechamel is a really easy, light sauce that adds moisture to the lasagna. A lot of Americanized lasagnas nowadays add ricotta and all this other stuff that makes it super heavy. That's not an Italian lasagna. That's not what I grew up with. I had bigger plans to do a Christmas outdoor makeover, but as you can see, time just has been slipping by all week, so I decided just to do a little miniature makeover out here. And just because my life wasn't difficult enough this week, I decided to make my pasta from scratch for the first time ever. Now, it's not a super complicated thing to do, but it is time consuming. And as you can see, if you do not have a lot of space in your apartment, not to mention another set of hands, it's difficult. But what I will say for pros of making your own pasta is this pasta was so light and delicate, and I was able to get twice as many layers in my lasagna as I normally do with store-bought pasta, and it improved the quality overall of the lasagna 100%. So will I be making it from scratch again? Absolutely, every single time. It is the day of the party. I feel pretty prepared. Hi, Scout. Scout wants to be. What? I made a whole list of everything I need to get done today, and I have it pretty much timed out so that food-wise, everything's gonna be ready at the appropriate times. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. What? What? Are you excited for the party? First thing I have to do is make the focaccia dough. I always save that for the day of because it's bread. I want it to be fresh. And I have to start it early so it has 2 proofs. And once I get the dough started with the first proof, then I'm going to construct the lasagnas. If I can get past those 2 things, then I think I'm just on the home stretch. I just need to finish cleaning the apartment, set the table, then we're good, really. First things first, gotta get up. Let's get up. Let's get coffee. Okay, we're up. Ugh. Now, there are a million things you can do with focaccia. You can put rosemary, you can put olives, blah, 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 blah. I like simple, plain focaccia. That's what we had growing up. Then you make like sandwiches with the charcuterie out of it. It's wonderful.
It is 5 on the dot, and I haven't got myself ready, but the apartment's ready. Everything's good to go, so I'm gonna jump in the shower and we're gonna get this party started.